Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Voice of Government on May 9th. This is Alice reporting. Now let's look at the situation in Hong Kong. Last night, protesters demonstrated in many districts in Hong Kong regarding to a series of actions, including police violence, police officers and leadings, disobeying the law frequently, and the Hong Kong administration and CCP interfering in internal affairs and sabotaging one country, two systems. People in Hong Kong reaffirmed the 5 demands. In Trent Plaza, when citizens were playing the song called Glory to Hong Kong, which was well known during the anti-extradition law amendment bill movement, a large number of riot police rushed into the malls to suppress the force. Some people were issued tickets and some were pushed by the police. At Pacific Place, a demonstration, Hong Kong people shouted 5 demands, not one less, and another counter slogans and flags were displayed. Hong Kong police immediately rushed to intercept multiple people and issued a ticket. These batons and pepper sprays were directed at the public. Mongkok, many people sang anti-extradition songs followed by the police riot, and police officers wore helmets and long guns to intercept them, including journalists during the period. And the police criticized the public and reporters and issued multiple notices to the people present. At one time, they pushed against reporters and hindered the reporters from filming. Police officers used people batons and peppers to intimidate reporters. Afterwards, the police suddenly ran towards the crowd and arrested many people by force. Yesterday was also the 6 months after the death of Zhou Zile, a student of the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. At the bus terminal of Yuan Long MTR station in Hong Kong, some people placed portraits of Zhou Zile and flowers in mourning. Hong Kong police subsequently expelled and accused the public. Now let's move on to the next news. Cardinal Chen Rijun, an emeritus bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Hong Kong, spoke at an international conference saying that CCP virus started in China and without timely warning become a global disaster. He described China as a dangerous monster that threatened the world. He warns everyone the importance of truth, the right to know the truth, and the freedom of speech. And also said that the real heroes are not the people who admired on the screen, but those who sacrifice themselves to serve patients and maintain environmental hygiene. Catholic organizations held a 4-year meeting each year, which is summarized by the Pope. Last August, Chen Rijun and Li Zhuming, the founding chairman of the Democrat Party, attended a meeting in Portugal to explain the appointment agreement between the Chinese and the Vatican bishop and the Hong Kong anti-extradition movement, but they were obstructed and monitored by Chinese embassy personnel. Because of the CCP virus this year, the meeting was changed to online last week, and Chen Rijun was invited to speak again, who spoke on the theme Post-Pandemic Globalization, the Role of China and the United States, Analysis and Action After the Epidemic. It began in China and spread rapidly to United States and all the parts of the world. Under the globalization, the movements of individuals has caused the epidemic to spread rapidly across the country. The modernization of communications could have warned and controlled the epidemic in timely manner. The current situation is obviously wrong, Chen said. Countries underestimating moral responsibility is actually helping the Communist Party of China. Chinese people have lost the traditional virtues and used lies and violence to survive. He pointed out that China is now becoming a global threat. Because countries underestimated their moral responsibilities, they have lost the opportunity to recognize this crisis until they have already become accomplices, feeding China the great dangerous monster. Now, next news is also about Hong Kong police ruining the lunch with you. Yesterday noon, people gathered around IFC for an event called Lunch With You, during which a group of Hong Kong police came in to suppress and pepper-sprayed people, including our own reporter, hospitalized many. Arrested people for breaking quarantine order. Later, a reporter was surrounded and assaulted brutally, then captured. A junior reporter from Jin University was also attacked and captured for malicious behavior. So now let's move on to the last news of today. CCP members befriending business owners. The economy in Wuhan is demonstrated affected by the CCP virus after the restriction order loosened. CCP is encouraging its members to network with local business owners. This message first got out, many expressed their opinions that Government's primary purpose is to serving people, not befriending the richest. Are sarcastic replies such as, "We farmers join their cocktail parties too." Many people believe that indicates the current financial state we're in. It's an old CCP trick. When they run out of money, take from their people. Qin Peng commented, "I'm concerned for the businesses. This might be an attempt to size them up before the robbery." That's all for today, and see you tomorrow.